Okay, welcome back. Death's Pale Horse here. We are looking at a couple of different things. We're getting ready to go on our first mission for our first segment piece. And in order to do that, we're going to have to probably travel down to Earth and complete a mission. Now, a couple things I want to go over with you real quick. We're going to hit the escape key here. We're going to look at a couple of different things. Right now, I'm going to look at equipment. We have Arsenal, and that'll take us right to the Arsenal screen and allow us to do whatever it is that we want. So we don't actually have to run down to the Arsenal to do that. We can do that right from using the escape button. We'll go ahead and exit out of here, and we will run back up to the front of the ship here. Now, if we go back in here, you look at communication. You've got your friends in your inbox. If you have any friends in your list, then of course it'll show them in here. You can view any recent players that you played with. You can recruit Tenno if you have a clan, and you can add friends from in here. And right now, as you know, as it says there are no sessions available. That basically means that if you have any friends that are playing in sessions and they are set to friends, you can invite yourself into their battles. Inbox is just that. It's messages that come from the Void itself. There is no in-game mail system to send mail to each other. You will get messages from Lotus and other mobs within the game, whether it be the Stalker, whether it be Vor, somebody else trying to give you a hard time, stuff like that. And you've got your profile, shows your profile, shows your rank, shows if whether or not you're affiliated in any clan. It'll show any equipment that you currently own, and it gives you the entire list in here. If that list, if it's available, as you notice, the bow is equipped, and the kunai and the Paris are equipped. These are three things that I have. Now you'll notice on the Paris, it's got a little bit of an experience bar building up on the bottom there, because that's that's I've been using that a little bit more than I've been using the bow, and a little bit more than the kunai. Now, at the same time, I've done some more damage with it. At the same time, this will also track your accuracy and your the amount of kills that you've had with it. It'll track just about everything you want to track with it. So you just hold your mouse over it, and it'll tell you what your kills are. Now, I'm frustrated at the fact that if you notice on the bottom here, it makes it hard to see what's there. But if you just look at that, it states on there headshot kills. So I've had 11 out of 21 of my kills with that bow so far have been headshot kills. I don't care about the stats on it specifically. Stats are stats. Anybody can gain stats. It's how you make it through the missions, and how you do in the missions, how you interact with other people. That's what's big for me. Courteous players always welcome. Discourteous players can take a flying leap. Move over here to stats. This will tell you your overall stats for this particular character, or for this frame, as it would be. On this is going to be your overall stats. It's not just going to be by frame. But you've got all the different areas that you can look at and take a look at. I quit the mission a few times in the beginning there. I didn't like the way things were recording. I had some foul-ups that kind of irritated me, so you can see I've had a few quits there. And there'll probably be more quits added to my stats, because when you're recording video, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. It takes time to get good at it, and I'll probably ramble on here and there. Please bear with me. But you've got your completion rates that are set here. You've got any ciphers that you've solved. Ciphers get pretty difficult, so you want to definitely make sure that you work on that. And then just your total overall kills, headshots, hits, weapon accuracy, stuff like that. It'll tell you what your most used frame, most used weapons are, so on and so forth. Your kill to death ratio. All right, and any challenges that you've completed. Challenges count for ranks, and when you complete challenges, it goes against your experience. You can earn ranking with that. It's kind of like an achievement system, if you will. So, all right, and then you can set your profile icon if you like. They give you Rhino, and they give you Trinity, they give you Volt, and I believe that's Excalibur there as your icon. I'm just going to set mine to Volt. I'll look like Volt now in my icon up here. It doesn't really matter to me whether it's set or not, to be honest. But in here, your matchmaking, public, friends only, invite only, or solo. We're going to do solo play for now. That way we don't have to worry about anybody jumping in on things and messing with things as I'm trying to record. And then we have, things like, the invite squad member. And, over here, if you highlight yourself, you can either show your profile, or eventually, when this is not set to solo, you can invite people, and you can kick people if you're the party leader, so on and so forth. This also gives you the ability to log out. We don't want to log out right now, so we're just going to go down here to the back button in the lower right hand corner. And then you've got your options. Your options are everything. Your options are how you play the game. You make your settings, and you've got your gameplay in how you handle things. In your controls, a lot of people have trouble finding out where they're setting their keys at. It's in custom key bindings right here. You go in here and you can set your keys to just about anything that you want. Now, I use the same key for quick and for regular melee, because I really don't care about differentiating between the two. They don't seem to be that big of a difference to me, and so it doesn't hold anything for me. Then you got your heads-up display. You've got your regular display, how you want it set, what you want to display, what you don't want to display. Mine's all pretty much default. I don't make a whole lot of changes. I do lower my master volume. Not big on that. I usually play music when I play, and go from there. So we're going to go ahead and exit here. We're going to step up to our podium, and we're going to click navigation. Now, when you're looking at the different planets, you start on Earth, and you have to do this mission right here. This mission, you cannot go any further without doing this mission. Now, anything that you see here that looks like it has static is a mission that you have not yet completed, and you have to have the mission that touches it above to be able to stretch out into the further reaches of the planet. So you're going to start here at Mantle, and that'll open Gaia, and you'll be able to also do Mariana because it touches Mantle. And then when you do Mariana, you'll be able to do Cambria. And then once you've done Cambria, you'll be able to do Lua, and you'll be able to do Tikal underneath that. So it just depends. Now you can use your right mouse button, and you can rotate this map around so that you can see every one of the spaces that you have to open up. But however, as every game is, you have to start at one spot. And in this one, we're starting on Mantle, so we're going to select that. You'll notice that the icon changes. And because I'm solo, it counts down automatically, and it's going to drop me in the game. Now this one here, as you can see in the lower left-hand corner, is restoring ship comms. So we are here to restore the communications of our ship Ordis.
The Ascaris is working, breaking through.
So we're going to get a draw on the bow just to make sure that we've got the ability to take a shot if we need to. Now this is shallow water. You'll find all over the place there's shallow water you can walk through. If it's too deep, you can't walk through it. It'll bounce you back to the last solid footing that you had. Again, remember the differentiation on these. We're going to open the green. Now, if you walk away too fast, you leave credits laying on the ground. So we want to make sure you stand there long enough to pick up the credits. You're also using a silent weapon, so if you can, get that kill before other mobs notice you. And if no other mobs see the kill of that mob, then it's a silent kill. And you haven't alerted anybody or anything. Can't open those. Okay, now they're giving me an option here to use a zip line to take me across this area here. I'm going to go ahead and open that chest right there. Now that's something nice to get. That's infinity, and that will help to raise your weapons. And also, you know, it gives you weapon experience on your weapons, and it'll also add infinity to them, making them a little bit stronger. So we're gonna ride the zip line here. Now, if we hit the jump button at any time, we lose the zip line. Now you notice that went through one and into the other. Bows have a little bit of pierce, so you can get multiple kills if you do it right. As I said before, just kind of lead out your target a little bit. Can't stand when the mobs are unclear as to where they should be running or walking.
Activate the console so I can decouple the communication segment we need.
See, I don't have Pierce on this right now, so that guy wants to hide. There's nothing I can do about him. Alright, he dropped a mod up there, so we definitely want to be up there to pick that up. We have to get up there anyways, but we definitely want to be up there to pick that up. Anytime I want to move a little faster, I tend to use slides and jumps a lot. I feel like wasting ammo on that.
You must protect the tower from Grineer until the decoupling finishes.
Okay, that just gave me one of those challenges / achievements we were talking about earlier. Now the big thing here is kind of staying within this area here. We don't want to let anything, you see this circle right here? We don't want to let anything get in that circle because that can start them capturing this tower, and we don't want them capturing this tower. We want to keep that. I'm going to go grab this mod right here. Just picked up Trick Mag. Now later they have missions that are exactly like this, except you have 4 of these beacons, and you need to be the first one to 100%. If you look in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see where it says decoupling. And right now it's at 43%. You'll go through that in those missions where you'll have 4 towers, and you need to beat them to 100% completion, which means you need to capture more towers than they do, and keep control of them, and stop them from getting to 100% before you do. Okay, that's a material that dropped. That's 19 Rubido, used for upgrades and things like that. Building different items within the game.
Do not let the Grineer regain control of the tower.
Now, the Tenno use a form of parkour for running. Running, jumping, climbing walls, stuff like that. The game was designed around that concept. Now, the nice thing about the bow as well is you don't have an ammo limit, per se. So, you know, fire away. You can't run out of arrows. However, you got to be good with your aim, and you really have to learn how to lead out mobs, because if you don't, you're not going to get any kills, and you're most likely going to die. And, you know, in these beginning missions, not a big deal, but, you know, to have to do them all over again just to be able to get the segments for your ship, that's kind of annoying. So we've completed that part. We need to run back up to the device up there. Oh, there's some more affinity dropped on the ground over there. So we'll come over here. We'll grab our segment.
We have what we came for.
And we now have the segment that we need. So we're going to pick up this affinity. And if you notice in the upper left-hand corner on the map, there's a green icon flashing. That green icon denotes the exit. So we need to work our way in that direction to get to the exit. Okay, there is our exit right there. When you get close enough to the exit, it will allow you to leave the game. You'll end up in the exit screen, and you'll be back on your ship in no time. Now, just taking a look around here, there's a couple more chests here. And in the beginning, you want to get these pieces because, you know, you need them to be able to build up your arsenal and stuff. So take a look around real quick. It can't hurt to look and see if there's any chests around to pick up. Another guy to kill right there. So we're going to take him out. Grab that. Bow is almost ineffective at very close ranges, so grab some more affinity there. So some more experience on the bow. Now I know I'm carrying a bow staff and a bow, so I'll refer to the staff as a staff. Now you notice that's a bad angle to attack on, so you wanna be on level ground or come up at him from below, because when you're on ramps, attacking in this direction with him below you with a melee weapon, it's extremely hard to hit him. So you want to get on level ground or be below him. These beginning missions, they have a lot of nooks and crannies to them. I'm just kind of taking a look around and see what we got. Alright. Okay, now one issue that I see that we have here, and this is something that most people are failing to tell new players, that barrel, like any other barrel in a game, it will explode when you hit it. Don't be near it when it explodes, especially on a new character. It's pretty much a one-shot kill if you're standing next to it. You'll go down. And as a solo player, that's a bad day. So we're going to run to our exit here. Exit's probably a little bit away, so we're going to have some mobs to fight through here. Now, the reason we're not getting one-shot kills on these Grineer as we hit them in the head the first time is mainly because those Grineer that are yellow, they're wearing a special kind of armor. So your first hit is basically taking that. Now that guy hit in the back of the head, but your first shot is taking out their armor, your second shot is actually doing the kill. So, you know, you just gotta judge your character for what you're doing. Now, that's something I probably should point out too that I just did there. When you're sliding and you use your weapon, even if there is no mob standing there, it is again another fast way to move ahead. Your character will jump ahead really quickly. So, you know, that's another way of moving ahead fast. Some say it's faster than running, sliding, and jumping. Others don't. Now we're going to exit here. Mission complete.
Communication segment will connect the ship.
And then what we're going to get is we're going to get a list of all the rewards that we earned within there, and also the cards that we picked up while we were in there. And it'll give us a breakdown of what we did for damage as well. I had 20 out of 46 were headshots with a bow. That's not bad. All right, so we're gonna go in here and we're in our ship now, and it's the end of the mission. We can look around, we can do whatever we want. If we have all our segments, we can take care of our warframe. What we're gonna do right here is we're gonna install that segment. So it's telling me what I need to do, where I need to go. Right there is where I need to go. I'm gonna install that segment. I now have access to the market. In the market, I can purchase different things. I can purchase platinum. I don't prefer to purchase platinum. I have on occasion, but I try to earn everything that I get within the game. You can do warframes. You can do weapons. If you look at warframes, you can look at the different warframe blueprints that you can buy. That's how much, and that's, you know, 40,000 credits is what it costs. Right now I have 7,000 credits. It's not hard to earn money in this game. The hard part is farming up the different things for the different warframes. Now, I'll be on Volt for a while. Volt is a favorite frame of mine, so I'll be using him for quite a bit to continue the series. However, I will eventually start working towards having other warframes within the game. I really enjoy Trinity. She's really hard to kill if you know how to use that healer properly and you set her up right. She is a phenomenal player, really hard to kill. Almost tank quality out of a healing character. They're awesome. Rhino is an awesome tank, and if you've got the right combination of players with a Trinity and a Rhino, that's a really hard team to take down, and people are capable of pulling off amazing feats as two-man in like Void at Tier 4 with a Rhino and a Trinity and the right weaponry. It's a really good mix of characters. So that gives you a basic, you know, you got weapons here. You can look at the different weapon blueprints. You can buy the different blueprints. You can set these weapons up and build them. And you know, the bolter is a really good beginner weapon. Now that bolter that fires arrow projectiles, it fires bolts, and they do have a travel time. So again, just like a bow, you need to learn to lead your characters out when they're running and moving a little bit. But massive amounts of damage, high rate of fire, and it is a definite favorite weapon of mine. So we'll be definitely profiling that weapon sometime soon. Moving back, we're just going to go ahead and end this video at this point, and we will then take on the next sector of ship that we need to build. Until then, this is Death's Pale Horse. See you in the next video.